The world of cinema has seen its fair share of both triumphant and disastrous sequels. While some sequels continue the legacy of their predecessors, others fall short, leaving audiences and critics with a bitter taste. This video explores the top 7 worst movie sequels ever made, focusing on those that not only failed to meet expectations, but also tarnished the reputation of the original films. These sequels serve as cautionary tales, reminding filmmakers of the importance of respecting and building upon the foundations laid by their successful predecessors. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe this channel for more videos like this. So let's start our countdown with the 7th movie, Aliens vs. Predator: Requiem. Aliens vs. Predator: Requiem serves as a direct follow-up to the crossover film Alien vs. Predator, marking the 6th installment in the Alien franchise and the 4th in the Predator series. Regrettably, it also stands as the final entry in the Alien vs. Predator saga, a fact made apparent upon viewing. Set in Gunnison, Colorado, the film unfolds as a Predator spacecraft crashes, unleashing a deadly Predator-alien hybrid known as a Predalien into a small town, sparking chaos and destruction. Despite its R rating, a departure from the PG-13 of its predecessor, the increased gore and intense Predator-on-alien action fail to resonate on screen, obscured by murky cinematography that leaves viewers struggling to discern the action through a layer of grime. The convoluted plot and shallow characters further detract from the film's appeal, earning it 2 Razzie nominations, including Worst Prequel or Sequel. And the 6th movie is Staying Alive. Despite its financial success, Staying Alive, directed by Sylvester Stallone and starring John Travolta as Tony Manero, received widespread criticism from reviewers who found it lacking in realism and gritty appeal. Its release 6 years after Saturday Night Fever also contributed to its struggles, as disco had waned in popularity, making the film and its soundtrack, featuring Bee Gees and Frank Stallone songs, feel out of touch with the times. With a 0% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, 3 Razzie nominations, and a title of Worst Sequel Ever by Entertainment Weekly in 2006, it's clear the film failed to capture the spirit of its predecessor or resonate with audiences. And the 5th movie we're going to talk about is The Sting 2. The 1973 heist masterpiece, The Sting, led by Paul Newman and Robert Redford, clinched 7 Academy Awards, including the prestigious Best Picture accolade. However, a perplexing twist emerged with its belated sequel, The Sting 2, as it introduces an entirely new ensemble cast featuring Jackie Gleason, Mac Davis, Terry Garr, Carl Malden, and Oliver Reed. Despite clear references to events from its predecessor, suggesting a direct continuation, bafflement ensues as character names and the actors embodying them undergo inexplicable changes. The shift from Newman's Henry Gondorff to Gleason's Fargo Gondorff and Redford's Johnny Hooker to Davis's Jake Hooker leaves viewers scratching their heads. Understandably, The Sting 2 garners a dismal 0% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. And the 4th worst sequel is Troll 2. Despite being marketed as a sequel to 1986's Troll, Troll 2 bears no connection to its purported predecessor. Directed by Claudio Fragasso under the pseudonym Drake Floyd, this Italian-American horror flick follows a vacationing family who stumble upon a town inhabited by goblins disguised as locals, with a bizarre agenda of turning people into plants for consumption. Setting aside the nonsensical plot, it's worth noting that the film features goblins instead of trolls. Despite its lack of coherence, Troll 2 gained a cult following for its campy charm and unapologetic terribleness, cementing its status as one of cinema's worst offerings. And the 3rd worst sequel ever made is Book of Shadows: Blair Witch 2. Following the immense success of 1999's groundbreaking found footage film, the Blair Witch Project, Artisan Entertainment, hastily rolled out Book of Shadows: Blair Witch 2 in hopes of replicating its predecessor's triumph. However, lightning failed to strike twice, as the meta-sequel failed to captivate audiences. Set in Burkittsville, Maryland, the film follows a group of fans journeying to the town after watching the original film, only to confront their own inner demons and the possibility of encountering the Blair Witch herself. The residents of Burkittsville expressed discontent with their town being depicted as a hub for supernatural activity, tarnishing the film's reception, which suggests that the film's dismal quality may finally put an end to Blair Witch hysteria once and for all. And the second sequel in our list is I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. I Know What You Did Last Summer emerges as a gripping teen slasher tale penned by Kevin Williamson, the mastermind behind Scream. The narrative unfolds around 4 teens whose lives spiral into chaos after a fateful accident involving a fisherman, compelling them to make a fateful decision to leave him for dead. However, in the sequel, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, the menacing fisherman, Ben Willis, portrayed by Muse Watson, returns with a convoluted scheme to exact revenge on survivors Julie, Jennifer Love Hewitt, and Ray, Freddie Prinze Jr. Their ill-fated journey to the Bahamas, accompanied by Julie's friend Carla, Brandy, becomes a breeding ground for suspense and terror, particularly with the revelation of Will's true identity as the fisherman's son. Yet, amidst the standard slasher fare, the film falters with the inclusion of the uncredited Jack Black as Titus Telesco, an offensive and obnoxious character fixated on procuring copious amounts of marijuana for resort guests. This ill-conceived addition detracts from the otherwise tense atmosphere, leaving audiences questioning the filmmaker's judgment. And the last worst sequel ever made is Poltergeist III. Poltergeist III stands as a testament to the constraints of its budget, primarily confined within Chicago's John Hancock Center. Here, young Carol Ann, Heather O'Rourke, resides with her aunt, Nancy Allen, and uncle, Tom Skerritt, in a high-rise that serves as a hub for the characters' lives. However, the tranquility is shattered as Carol Ann's demons resurface, manifesting through the building's myriad mirrors and reflective surfaces. Psychic Tangina Barons, Zelda Rubinstein, arrives to confront Reverend Cain for a final showdown. Despite O'Rourke's untimely passing in 1988 and the need for a stand-in actress in the reshot ending, Poltergeist III remains a pale shadow compared to its predecessors. The decision to proceed with reshoots, knowing the lead actress had passed away and releasing the film shortly after her death, left a distasteful impression of exploitation on audiences. So, among these 7 sequels, which one you considered as the worst? Tell us in the comments section. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe this channel.